Thank you for welcoming me onto your screens or onto your headphones, depending on how you're watching this. I'm Eddie, and this is the rollback. And I can't keep that up for very long. Today, folks, we'll be talking about Asteroid City, aka Wes Anderson's story? There's nothing bad about it. So, Asteroid City is one of his meta films. Not meta, that's the wrong word. You know how his films kind of like story within story within story? In that same capacity, it's presented as like almost like a Twilight Zone episode at first. And then it goes into the playwright and then the actual play itself. And it's crazy because it's almost giving you like a lesson in how to write a screenplay or how to write a story. It's really interesting, actually. It's set in a retro-futuristic world, I think the 1950s or so. Post-Frostworld, I'm not quite sure. It's filled with all your fantastical Wes Anderson isms, you know, from the color and the saturation, the dialogue, snappy dialogue, the way everything is just presented, everything's symmetrical, almost like a walking, talking play. Genuinely, great film. But I want to acknowledge something real quick. The story feels like it just exists. Whereas in the Grand Budapest Hotel, we were in the middle of a story. This film kind of feels like a different take, almost like we're watching a movie take shape. Because we see the playwright. This movie is star-studded is cheapening it. It has stars from Edward Norton, Tom Hanks, Jason Schwartzman, Scarlett Johansson. Margot Robbie has a small part in it. Maya Hawke has a major part in it. We have Steve Carell. We have Levi Schreiber. Yes, that. Tilda Swanson, Jeffrey Wright. Like, there's so much star power in this. There's so much Oscars in this. Weird enough, I think Bill Murray actually had a cut role from this. Jeff Goldblum is in this for a moment. Adrian Brody is in this as well. Like, it's a massive conglomerate. And I kind of figured out something. This movie feels a lot like a play. It's presented as such. And not all Wes Anderson movies are presented as such. Moonrise Kingdom wasn't presented like that. Moonrise Kingdom, although it has one of the few scenes where like the camera's actually moving with the characters, now that I remember it. Whereas in this film, everything feels very stable. It feels like you're watching it from like the perfect point perspective of a play, which isn't a bad thing. That just goes to Wes Anderson and his creativity. Although sometimes it comes at a cost. Insert Wes Anderson freak out right here.
What did I say? I'm Wes Anderson. I made the Grand Budapest Hotel. You think I can't your wife?
So, like, I'm just saying, man. I'm a huge fan of the Grand Budapest Hotel. Legit, I love that movie. But like, you don't have to be a dick about it. But as far as Asteroid City is concerned, like, it's an interesting story. It's a story within story within story, talking about Conrad Thompson and his upbringing, how he made the film, and his tragic death, to the actual story of Asteroid City, what it's about. As far as like, on one side, you have a father telling his kids, "Hey, your mother's gone. She was sick, and now she's dead." Which is really awkwardly like given. There's a moment in there where like even Tom Hanks like tells him like, "Those 4 kids are my family, so by extension, I'm gonna offer you like help if you need it." It's just a very it's very kookily presented, if that makes sense. As the Wes Anderson touch, it's just maybe there's something off about this film because you can't really grasp it, like what it's about. It's just a movie that exists to exist. Is it entertaining? Yes. Is the dialogue great? Yes. It feels like it's kind of just there to be there. I liked it. I genuinely enjoyed it. It's just feels a bit off for a Wes Anderson film. Maybe I need to watch it a third time. Maybe then I'll get it. But maybe that's just me. That said, though, what do y'all think? Go ahead and comment down below. We are back. My apologies. My laptop decided to down me, so we have to get a new one. But yeah, there should be a bunch of videos dropping right now, a bunch of content. Go check out our podcasts, YouTube channel. Fernie's dropping a review of The Blackening very soon. We did a podcast review of that got very interesting. And yeah, catch y'all later. See you, everybody.